Hello, this is my prediction for the CS50 web course. So let's take a look to all the requirements. The first one mentions that the website should have at least three pages, one for the regular Google search, which must be called index.html, another one, another one for Google image page search, and a last one for Google advanced search. In that same point, it mentions that there should be links in the upper right of the page to go to Google image search or Google advanced search, these two buttons. And on each of the other two pages, there should be a link in the upper right to go back to Google search. And as we can see here, these buttons are here. The second point mentions that on the Google search page, this one, the user should be able to type in a query, click Google search and be taken to the Google search page. Google search results for that page. So let's try type something here, like Facebook. And as we can see here, it is working as expected. In that same point, it mentions that the search bar should be centered with rounded corners, and the search button should be also centered and should be beneath of the search bar. The third point mentions that in the Google's image search page, the user should be able to type in a query, click on a search button, and be taken to the Google image search results for that page. So let's try it typing something here. And as we can see here, it's working as expected again. The next point mentions that on the Google Advanced Search, there the user should be able to provide input on four fields, specifically in find pages with all these words, this exact word or phrase, any of these words, and none of these words. The next point mentions that on Google Advanced Search, the functions should be stacked vertically, and all of the stats fields should be left aligned. In this, in the same point, mentions that the Google Advanced Search button must be blue with what's test, and when the Advanced Search button is clicked, the user should be taken to the search results page for the given query. So let's try it. So as we can see here, the query is working as expected. Okay. The next point mentions that in the Google search page, uh, it must be added an unfilling looking button to the main page that is here. And clicking this link should take the users directly to the first page for the first Google result for the query, bypassing the normal results page. So let's try it with Facebook. And when we click on this button, we are redirected to this page. But that mentions that which means that the button is working as expected. And the last requirement mentions that the CSS of the project should be similar to the Google's aesthetics. And as we can see here, it's similar, very similar. So that is all. Thanks for watching.